Okay, we are live. You're blocking Izzy with that. You got the thing yet?
I'm trying to pull it up.
Okay,
Yep.
wait a couple minutes, let things
I got it.
get going. I did not. There it is. Oh, I forgot to do something. Hang on 1 second. Yes, we still are.
Can they see us?
Yes, just hang on a second. Okay, should be fixed now.
All right. So starting from the top,
Okay.
it's Lisa. She said hi from Texas, but about to get the thunderstorm in a minute. Hope I can join the live.
Yeah, it's raining here, but no storm so far.
Yeah.
Dean said, "Do you mean to tell me I could have cut weeds for another 30 minutes?"
Yep.
3B was early also.
Oh, Dean said he's always early to a good show.
30 minutes is a long time when you're waiting on something.
Yep.
I feel like I'm at the doctor's office.
You missed Ashley.
No,
So-
she's next on my list.
Oh, okay.
Ashley said hello from Kentucky.
Oh, we'll see up here. She said hello.
Oh.
So you did miss it.
Oh, I didn't show him mine. Okay.
Oh, well. Maybe they removed it.
Mm.
Okay. Well, she said hello from Kentucky. Hello, Ashley. And let's see.
And they were counting down the time. Dean went to go get his burrito.
Ah,
3B said they've got squash.
nice. We are so far behind.
Yeah.
Hopefully that will change soon.
Yeah.
Well, there's one Scott.
Said hi, everyone. Tina said, hey, everyone.
Hey, Tina.
Carolyn Lancaster said, hello, everyone.
Hey there. There's Jacob Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Says hey. Ed Kirkpatrick. Testing. 1, 2, 3. There's Peggy.
Yep. Hello, Peggy. And Samantha said, hi, how are you doing?
Doing well.
Yep.
Just trying to get caught up so that maybe we won't be so far behind.
Jessica said, hey, Abby and Izzy from Lindley.
Sharon Walker says, good morning.
Family from Southern Arizona. Hello, hello.
Oh, there's Nick, or Nick and Zoe, or Nick or Zoe.
Mm-hmm. Brooke said she loves the stitch, Abby. She has stitch socks.
Oh, she has stitch socks.
Cowboy Short said, howdy, folks. And there's Deborah said, hi, all. Looking good, Kimberly. Thank you.
Yep, she's getting around a lot better.
Yeah.
Still having a few dizzy spells, but
Yeah, especially if I try to walk around too much for too long or something. But DJ's Adventures and Beyond said, hi, everyone.
hey there.
There's Amanda Dahl said, hi, Kevin and Kimberly. You look like you're doing well.
Yep, pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Scott said hi to us again.
Mm-hmm.
Satin.
Hello, Satin. Meg's Little House in the Country. Good evening, everyone. Kimberly, I hope you're healing well. Yes, definitely improving. Catherine said, how are you feeling? She's Kathy from Philadelphia. I am feeling quite a bit better.
Yes.
Quite a bit better.
You all right?
Mm.
Don't do that.
Bill said hello from South Central Kansas.
Different Bill.
Samantha says she loves to stitch also.
Thank you.
And here's Reba from Northwest Arkansas. She asked how I'm doing.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I'm definitely a lot better than I was last week.
Cowboy Short said, "Howdy, girls."
Momo said hi, everyone. And Abby said,
Hang on.
hope you're feeling well. Yep, doing pretty good. Patty said, good evening, everyone. Michael Grounds, granddad. Hi, girls and adults, too. And thank you, Carolyn. So I look great.
Yep.
Mama Bear said hello from Tennessee.
Welcome. Jacob wants to know how you're feeling.
A lot better. A lot better. Kathy Wyfall said, good evening to the Grounds family, pronounced like grounds.
Yep, that is
Love
correct.
Tina, I'm glad to hear you got your stitches out. Yes, the staples came out yesterday.
All 28 of them.
28. I only really felt one of them. And it was turned funny or something.
It was the very last one right at the base.
Yeah. So he had to kind of wiggle a little bit or something to get it out. It stung for a minute, but I mean, it really honestly wasn't bad. I did realize I'm still a little bit numb back there, though. But then the scar itself is sensitive, which, I mean, that's normal, but it's just a very strange sensation. Faye said, good evening, everyone from Northwest Georgia.
Hey there.
Hello.
Yep, Nick said it's both of them.
Hello, Zoe.
Isabel said, hi, Kimberly and family, and hi, girls.
Hi.
Peggy said hi to Dean and that she needs some laughs tonight. He said, just keep watching, Peggy.
You're creating laughs tonight?
Yeah. Making him a mohawk.
Mohawk?
Yep.
Connie said, hello, Kevin and Kimberly. Say hello to Abby and Izzy. Said that I'm looking better and my voice is stronger. Yes. I was also having some issues with congestion last week.
Mm-hmm.
And I was finally able to get some meds to help with that. And I think just between that and time, it's really helped a lot. My ears are a lot less stopped up than they were also. So I'm hearing a lot better than I was. And Dean said, don't forget the thumbs up, everyone. There's Judy. Said, good evening from Oklahoma.
Hey there.
Emily said, hi, Kevin, Kimberly, Abby, and Izzy, watching from Charlotte, North Carolina. Yep, Connie, I got you. I saw what you meant. She said she meant better.
Oh.
The keyboard had a mind of its own.
Yeah. They do that sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Especially if it's a cell phone.
Tina said, 27 thumbs up and 46 on. Everyone go hit the thumbs up. It's more people to watch. Thank you, Tina.
Mm-hmm.
Dean said, him and Spell Correct are going to fight tonight.
There's Stephanie.
Hey, Steph.
Said, hey, guys. Let's see. Lynn Chapman says, hey, everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to see.
Ashley is asking how the new puppy dog was doing.
Did I miss that? Oh, yeah, Blizzard.
Blizzard is doing great. He is so big, and he's still growing.
Yes.
He's a big baby.
But he's a sweetheart. He is a big baby.
We have 2 big babies.
He's still kind of in the clumsy stage, but he's sweet as can be.
We have 2 big babies.
2.
Yeah. Hulk.
Oh.
Hokey Pokes. You know him.
Who?
Hulk.
Hulk?
Hulk. He's a big baby.
He's big. I don't know if he's a baby.
Gentle giant.
He is that.
He's very gentle.
Yeah. Okay.
Lizzie's probably gonna turn out Hulk size, and Lily's probably gonna turn out Betty size.
I don't think so.
Lulu is
Okay, you
still
got-
cute.
You read Lynn Chapman's.
And guess what? Every day they come up to the fence and wag their tails now.
Who, Lulu and Lily?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they push their nose through the fence trying to get to us.
Yeah,
Yes. Yeah, they are a lot friendlier now.
the girls,
the
4-H
girls-
pigs.
Yeah, the girls got their 4-H pigs pretty gentle.
Pretty.
Yeah.
She likes to jump.
Yeah, now you just got to train them.
Let's go.
There's Brandon. Said, hey guys, how are y'all doing tonight?
Doing pretty good.
Hi.
Got chores done, but started raining a little bit ago. I don't think we're supposed to have any storms though, but
Not here. South Arkansas, I think, has a little bit.
yeah, none for us. Hopefully.
Carolyn asked, hello, Abby and Izzy. Did you have a busy day today?
Yep.
Yeah.
Had to do chores, move some animals around, clean their rooms.
Abby helped. Did she help you down there picking
Yeah.
blackberries?
Yeah,
too?
Abby helped pick a few blackberries.
Mhm.
And I ate 3.
Yes. Yeah, you have to watch her because she'll pick several in her bucket, and the next thing you know, she's over sitting down eating all of them that she picked. So,
Yeah, cause like whenever she picks, next thing you know, she's eating them.
yes.
No
Yeah,
more
You look over and her whole face is just purple. Like she's been eating them.
And your
So
tongue
if you're wanting the berries to save for anything, she's probably not the best picking partner. Because like I said, she picks them to eat them.
Mm-hmm. I'm good eating partner though.
Stephanie
Yeah.
said she's candling Layton's ears right now.
Ah, guess he's having troubles.
Let's see. And Stephanie said to tell you that she grounded herself. She accidentally broke her bracelet.
I'll get you a new one.
She sent me a picture of it. That thing lasted a long
I was gonna say,
time
I'm surprised that rubber band lasted as long as it did.
from the expo.
Yeah.
It's March. It's pretty good.
Yep, not bad.
Nope.
2 months.
Not too shabby.
Peggy said, girls, tell us your best joke or riddle. Do you have one?
No, Izzy says no.
Sure.
We'll get back to that because Abby usually has a handful of them that are pretty decent.
Yeah.
Neil said, hey guys, I'm here for my Abbiness Smile Therapy.
Nope. See that? Neil's here.
Yay.
Cowboy Short said he's glad to be back on the island of Oklahoma.
Yeah. Vacation is nice, but it's always good to be back home.
There's Loma. Said hi, everyone. There's Bonnie. Said hello, Grounds family from Marietta, Georgia. Hope Kimberly's feeling better. You look and sound great. Hi, girls. Yep, feeling quite a bit better.
We'll have a job or a job.
Do you?
I don't know.
Let's see.
Where are you at?
I was reading that with Stephanie's talking to Jacob.
I'm down by Lynn again. Says that you're looking great.
I'm feeling quite a bit better. Quite a bit better.
Loma said they've had some crazy storms.
Tanya said hello from Alabama.
Hey, Tanya. Oh. Brooke and Colton said that their son likes to eat them before they get to the house. Yep, Abby's the same way. Now, Izzy, she's a pretty good. She pretty much sets her mind to a purpose. And the other day we were picking, and she picked almost as many as I got. It was close, but we made some.
I didn't eat a single one.
Nope, we made some boysenberry jelly.
That's good too.
And then, like I said, today we ran down to get the mail. No, yes, to get the mail, or to
No, to take up
take
the trash.
take the trash down. and I noticed that we had some ripe blackberries, so we grabbed some of those real quick. They're just starting to get ripe, so there wasn't a ton.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Tina said she's the same way too. Dean said, "Purple face going. I didn't do it." I guess I think you got your haircut.
Huh?
Or maybe they could tell you need one. Neil said, "Nice haircut, Kevin. Especially like the pointy bit in the front, so you know when you have your head on the right way around." Yeah,
No,
he still needs a haircut.
I need a haircut. Bad.
No, how about we just shave it bald?
I don't care.
I can do it. I can shave your head bald.
Okay.
You said you don't shave?
Okay.
You won't have to wash his hair anymore.
No, Mommy might not like it, but I don't care.
No, we're not shaving Daddy's
Yes,
head.
we're gonna do it.
No, we're
No,
not.
we aren't. Take him to the barber. We're going. No, we can just do that at home.
Ashley said they make blackberry ale. It tastes like blackberries. Stephanie said she bought some ear candles for her and think he just wanted to use them. And she was hoping that you'd say that, Abby, about giving her another one.
Bracelet.
Oh yeah.
Let's see.
Carolyn said, "I'm with you, Abby. I love blackberries, but I have to buy them from the store. I bet yours are better."
Yeah, like I said, we were picking boysenberries, which were pretty. I mean, they're bigger than like wild blackberries, dewberries, whatever you want to call them. And the seeds aren't as bad, but these blackberries are huge.
Their thorns don't hurt. Boys are
Not as bad. They will if you grab a hold of them.
I know, especially if they get deep into your skin.
Yes.
Let's see.
Almost said continued healing prayers.
Thank you.
You know what Richard did this morning?
What?
Whenever I put feet out, he heard I saw him on top of the rock pile. He like he meowed the whole way. Every single second meow.
Yeah, he's a crazy cat.
Cowboy Short said, "One of the pink rubber bands broke? No way."
Yeah. I gotta get him a 1,000 ball.
Tina
Yeah.
said, "How are the peacocks doing?"
Pretty good.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Dean wants to know, what did the horse say to the calf?
Mm-hmm.
He said nothing. Of course, they don't talk.
Chris Smith said, "Howdy from Wiley, Texas. Finally stopped raining at 6 p.m. Connie has a joke.
Okay, I have a joke.
Oh, you have one. Okay.
Why
What?
was 6 afraid of 7? 7, 8, 9.
You're silly.
Okay, did you get that one? Chris said it stopped raining.
Yes. Connie said, "I put a sign on my fridge, knock before opening, salad dressing." That's my corny joke since the girls didn't have one. Knock before
Yeah.
opening, salad dressing. Like the
Salad
salad
is
was
dressing.
dressing.
With the dressing room. So you don't open it while they're getting dressed. Yeah. A little late. They're a little slow.
DJ's Adventures and Beyond said, "How's everyone doing this evening? I'm in between live streams."
Pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, we're all doing pretty good.
No, yeah, we're a little behind, but Abby Lindley had said she's waiting on you to tell a joke.
You can.
What?
You can. Okay.
She's doing turtle ninja moves.
Turtle ninja moves.
Don't know what those are, but okay.
Maybe Ninja Turtle moves.
Maybe.
Okay. Let's see. I can see a little better now.
Mhm.
How far behind are we? 4 minutes.
Yeah, not bad.
Mhm.
Just so you know, the videos will be slow this week due to personal problems going hard.
Oops.
Videos will remain next week.
Okay.
Good to know.
Here's Money Pit Homestead.
Hello.
Hey there. Let's see. Carol Larson. Hi from Wisconsin.
Hello there. DJ's Adventures will be on. I have a whole bunch of trips coming soon, so you'll be seeing a whole bunch of videos and live streams from the trips. Sounds fun.
They said, Brooke and Colton said the Thornless Freedoms they have are really big, like 1-inch, super sweet. I think, let me look. I think the ones that we were picking today are Primark Freedoms. Let me look and see, because I've got.
Oh, what just happened?
Oh, the.
Router still?
Yeah, but it's showing that the.
Signal just went. Because, like, my phone's fine.
I don't know, it's weird. Because it shows that this is still.
Sorry, haven't checked the internet real quick.
Yeah, it's acting funny, but it's supposed to be working now.
Okay.
No, they were Osage.
Okay.
Are the ones that I got today.
Okay. Money Pit said I look great. Asked if headache was gone and how I'm feeling. Feeling quite a bit better. Got the staples out yesterday, all 28 of them. It really wasn't as bad as I anticipated, which I know it's usually not bad. It just, the thought of getting 28 staples pulled out of the back of your head and neck just makes you want to cringe. But
Pretty quick too.
oh yeah, like 5 minutes, 10 minutes at max. Yeah. And wouldn't have even taken that if one of them hadn't kind of been in funny and they had to work it out a little bit. But other than that, it's not too bad. I've not had very many headaches. Well, let me back up. From about Saturday until yesterday morning when I got them out, I was having a lot more headaches than I'd been having, but they were different. They were simply from the staples, and I could tell because it felt like a bunch of tiny little needles sticking in the back of my head. I would sleep 3 or 4 hours a night and wake up just feeling like something was stabbing me in the back of the head. Because, effectively it was. So, anyway, yesterday morning I didn't sleep a whole lot. Woke up early but then we finally were able to go and get those taken out, and it was crazy the amount of relief I had. Even though, it was a little sore, tender, just because, it'd been messed with, but it was crazy how much better it instantly felt. And, I still can't move my head very far. I'm working on it. But, I have more movement now than I did, so.
Looks a lot better, too, because since she
Yeah.
couldn't wash it and stuff, it was kind of getting dried skin and stuff
Yeah.
around it. And so after he got the staples out, he cleaned it up pretty good. But the incision looks great.
Yeah, and last night I gently took my wet washcloth, and just, did gentle circles up and down it, and doing that a little bit every day to try to help finish cleaning it up and all that, and then to desensitize the scar too. So, because this hairstyle's staying for a while, because I can't handle my hair being down right now, because just the hair touching it, with it being so sensitive, it is a little bit difficult. And washing my hair, being able to wash it normally is great, but then when it's wet, it feels very, very heavy. So I still go ahead and immediately dry it, or at least partially dry it, and then pull it up. If I don't dry it at all, my hair would be really heavy, and it would still be like the middle of it would still be soaking wet the next day because I have so much hair. So, but yeah, feeling quite a bit better and not having near as many dizzy spells as I did. So
Yes.
it's really good. And I'm working on increasing my walking a little bit every day too. So.
Lynn asked if we breed and sell emus. We will. Ours, we bought them as chicks, and so they won't start laying till probably this next fall or winter. So
Yeah.
we're hoping that they will, but it still could actually be another year. But
Yeah.
because right with whenever they were hatched out, it was right around the cutoff of whenever they would this season or next. So we'll just have to wait and see, and hopefully it goes well. But
Yeah.
like I said, we'll just have to find out. And then also done a lot of research, and incubating emu eggs is a lot different than chicken eggs or anything else. So we'll have to do some adjustments there and see how that goes. But
Yeah.
hopefully it goes well.
Oh, Neil had a joke.
I said to the cat, talk to me.
And the cat said, me? Ow. That's funny.
Yeah. Okay.
We liked her joke. Tina asked if there were any new calves.
We didn't go out there today, but I don't think so. I'm not positive though.
He's been sending me pictures if he gets new ones so that I can show the girls, or telling Kevin. So
Yeah.
haven't gotten anything today. Brandon said he's trying to do chores and listen as he goes.
Well, see, you should have stayed and watched and sent Stephanie to do chores. So you're taking the night off.
Tanya said, why did the cat cross the road? Because the chicken had a laser pointer. Treyway said hello from Arizona.
Hey there.
Peggy said the calves were beautiful.
Yes, yeah. He went back to Brahma bulls, and like I said, I like them a lot better. So the calves are sharp.
Yes.
Not quite yet. They were going to go wind down a little bit before going to bed, Jacob. That way they weren't falling asleep sitting here.
Yeah. Thank you, Tina.
Cowboy Short had pineapple from Hawaii for supper. Those were delicious.
Yes.
That's probably the biggest thing I missed from going out there was
Mm-hmm.
the fresh fruit was delicious. Because I remember the places we stayed, they had like a fruit bar for breakfast, and that's what I got every day because all the stuff was just so sweet and fresh, and it was delicious. So lucky you.
Tell your kids to go to bed, please.
They may not be tired yet.
He's no help.
Okay, kids, go to bed.
Peggy was asking if it was fried spam, I guess.
Carol, yeah. Carol said it's a lot of staples. Yes,
yeah,
it was.
It was a lot. Bet Cason's already in bed. Brandon?
Oh, yes, it would have.
Don't encourage him, please.
I tried to get her to let me.
Stephanie?
Like I said, I looked. Amazon had the same little staple puller that they used when she had them removed on Amazon for like $5. And I watched him do it. Simple. You just slide it in there, pinch it, and it popped right out. Like I said, till he got to the last one.
Stephanie, what are we going to do with these guys?
And then you had to wiggle it around a little bit. But I still think I could have done it.
Probably could have, but I was just nervous to have it done, so.
No, but still should have.
No. Yeah, he said, because, he did find the tool on Amazon.
Yeah.
Not helping.
That is very true. Somebody's got to be on my side.
Money Pet said, I'm so glad you're recovering so great. Yep.
Yep. Dean said there
was a lot to staple there.
Yes. He's saying you got a big head. That's what I'm taking it as.
Yeah, that's probably not what he meant, but
probably not. But no.
Jessica,
it was a long incision though.
Yeah. Jessica said use vitamin E oil to help with the scarring. Yeah, I actually I was talking to Mom about that last night and told her whenever, or maybe this morning, but I was going to give it a couple days to make sure that I don't have any more spots that, blood when he pulled the staples out or whatever, and then start doing that.
Yeah, because they said he was very adamant about not putting anything on it for
And
the first couple weeks to make sure that it's completely closed before she puts anything on it.
usually, from everything I've seen with all the knees and all that I've worked on, I usually tell them to wait about another week, and I'm looking at pictures of it every day. I'm taking pictures or having somebody take a picture of it every day so I can see what it looks like, just so I know how it's healing.
Yeah, because it looked pretty good. It was starting to get a little irritated around where the staples were, but I
Mhm.
think it's just because they had been in for 2 weeks, and
Yeah.
plus with her laying on them.
Yeah, one Scott was agreeing with Jessica. Stephanie said she is doing chores and she's putting the kids to sleep.
Well,
That is a big time chore. I will agree with that.
just send them out to run a few laps around the house. They'll be tired and they'll just pass out.
We're right ahead a minute.
Plus, it's only 9 o'clock.
Yeah, but our kids need to go to bed soon.
Well, their kids are at church camp though, so that's probably they're having to get up early for that. So
Your dad said no new calves too. Maybe a couple the next week or so.
okay.
Yeah, one Scott said the calves are beautiful, and Dean said Stephanie needs a hammer. And she said, let me get my fly swatter.
Fried spam is the only way to go, said Cowboy Short.
I've only had that one time ever in my life. It wasn't horrible.
It's been a long time since I've had spam. Maybe we need to try it sometime. Because I don't even remember what it tastes like.
Yeah, I don't either. It wasn't my favorite. I remember that much. Carol said, yes, when we go to Mexico, the fresh juice and fresh fruit was great. I bet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, any of those tropical places.
Mm-hmm. Like if we're in Florida, we try to get fresh fruit.
Yes.
Any kind of
And
fresh
seafood.
produce. Yes.
If you're by the ocean, you always, which I'm not a big seafood person. I am fine with chicken, beef, stuff like that. I do like shrimp, but like the fishes and stuff, I can eat them, but I'm just not a big fan. Salmon's okay.
I have to eat fish multiple times if we're on vacation in Florida at the ocean, because that's just my favorite.
Yes.
But I don't like eating fish on the mainland for the most part.
Yeah, like she doesn't like catfish stuff like. Now I do like crappie. Crappie's pretty good. Catfish is okay. Like I said, I can take it or leave it.
And Brandon said I wouldn't have felt the pain.
There you go.
Terrible. Y'all are terrible.
He knows what he's talking about.
Y'all are terrible.
He's already proven himself multiple times.
3B said they had spam and squash tonight.
Yeah, I am ready for some fresh vegetables.
Rayanne Ambler said you're looking great, so happy you're feeling better. Thank you.
Yep, she's doing a lot better. Like I said, still a long ways to go, and she still has 2.5 weeks, almost 3 weeks until she goes back for her post-op, and then hopefully then he'll release her to do whatever, but she's still in restrictions until then. But I don't know, depending on how she feels too, on if she's able to then. Just don't want to overdo it and mess anything up and cause us to have to redo this, because you may have to go to a new hospital.
Definitely.
Oh, Dean says it's more fun putting staples in.
Loma said one of her surgeries, they sent a staple puller home with her.
See?
Oh. I can only imagine.
Like I said, the nurse didn't say I couldn't.
No, but
because I asked
I
about
felt more
it,
comfortable with you.
but
Not.
she didn't. But I was like, I didn't figure it could be that difficult. Plus, I'm sure there's a video out on how to do it. And if not, after I did it, there would have been.
Let's see. I lost my place.
Loma, the staple puller.
Okay. That, and just remember, guys, Kimberly and Stephanie are from Venus, and you guys are from Mars. Now, guys, you go figure. Neil said, I prefer to have photos of me taken from behind. It's my best side. Brandon said they have to start at 7 to get them to bed at 10. We know the feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been starting the wind down process for an hour and a half now.
Kind of.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, because they got showers
and
at
stuff.
7:30. Well, Izzy had hers at 7.
Yeah.
Abby was still out with me, so she got hers at 7:30.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm just like, as long as they'll sleep in the mornings.
Yeah, right now.
Because the other day,
There's
Abby got up, what, 4:30? Was it 4:30 she got up or 5:30?
4:55.
Okay, yeah. Abby got up at
She and I woke up
4:55
at the same time.
and stayed up. And then by
Yeah.
the evening, she was a little grouchy.
Grouchy and whiny.
Yes.
Her main thing is she gets whiny because or irrational, she gets tired.
Yes.
Diane said hello from Ohio.
Hey there. Hope you're doing good.
Neil said I don't do selfies as I can't get my hand around far enough. Connie said Cowboy Short, I ate Spam for the first time last week. I was surprised I liked it. Ate it fried. Chestnut Hill said, what? Fried Spam sandwiches like once a week during ball season for us. And we need to try it again because
Yeah, because like I said, I cannot remember what it tastes like.
Diane doesn't like fish either.
Yeah, no, like I said, I can eat it, but if there's another option, I'm going to pick the other.
Stephanie said they cook 2 cans of Spam every time they cook it. And Brandon said, I love fried Spam. It's the poor boy's steak.
Yeah. We'll definitely have to get, as long as it's gluten-free. Surely they don't, I don't
Yeah,
know what all they put in it to make it
I don't know.
stick together.
Tina said, I don't like any seafood at all.
Huh. Like I said, I love some shrimp.
Mm-hmm. 3B said, with a fried egg and cheese with Spam. And Carol said she loves fresh fish, shrimp, and crab. And Nick said, I'm with you, Kevin. Crappie for me, and Zoe's the catfish person. Just making sure my stuff's, I didn't miss anything. Okay. One Scott said, my son made the best crappie over the weekend. And Cowboy Short said, Spam tastes like ham and bacon.
Did you get Nick's?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. That's me, because like I said, I used to not care for fish at all.
Mm-hmm.
And then whenever I was living in South Arkansas, one of my friends down there, he did a lot of crappie fishing and fixed fried crappie all the time. And I mean, I liked it. It had good flavor, wasn't slimy and all that. And then I've slowly gotten where I can eat catfish. Like I said, it's not my favorite thing, but I'll eat it. I'm definitely not going to go fishing to catch it to do it. But like, there's a fish fry somewhere that I'm at, it's fine.
Nora said hello from Nebraska. Brandon said I love striper fish.
I don't know that. Have we ever had that?
I've never tried striper.
I don't even know what it is.
Dean said, don't try to get no sweet potatoes from 3B Homestead. They have a shortage.
Do what?
3B has a shortage of sweet potatoes.
Oh.
Nick said, I'm still kind of sad we didn't get a reel from Kimberly coming out of anesthesia. Staple pulling could have been a good video too.
That is not my fault. That would be the hospital's.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I had plans to.
Didn't see them forever.
Like I said, it was a 4-hour surgery, and they called and said it was over and that she was waking up. But then they're like, since she's staying and going to ICU, you can't see her till she gets a room. Yet everybody that's not staying gets to go see their people in
When they're
recovery.
yeah.
And so I don't know why that made a difference when she was in the exact same place that all the other recovery people were that got to see their family, but she had to wait till she had a room. And it took them 3 hours to get her a room, so she was good and awake and not crazy then.
All I remember is I remember there were a lot of people in my little recovery area, like nurses, and then I remember it was super bright because they didn't have my curtain pulled very far or anything like that. And I opened my eyes and then I closed one of them just because it was super bright. And the nurse was like, "Can you open your other eye?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's just too bright in here."
Oh, you should have messed with them.
No,
like, "No, I
my
can't
doctor
open it."
is standing there.
You could have made them
remember him
think
still
that
sitting.
they disconnected the wrong thing.
But then I didn't have my glasses on. I didn't have my glasses with me because he had them, I think.
They were in the bag.
Okay, well, I didn't know.
Your bag of stuff that they kept with
But
you.
I mean, I could see the shapes and I could see their fuzzy faces, but I couldn't see them exactly who it was crisp and clear. And finally somebody put a washcloth over my face my eyes so that I could actually have a little darkness because it was starting to give me a headache. But that's all I remember from recovery. And then I remember being moved over to the room in ICU. And then they were there.
You were there for, I don't know how long you were there before we got there, but they were still like hooking you up to everything. So
not long. Like they just got me in there and then y'all came through the door.
But yes, Nick, I was disappointed too.
Mhm.
But I did record a little bit of the staple pulling.
Yeah, he did.
So I do have a little bit of that.
Yep.
Don't know what I'll do with it yet, but I've got it. Because it wasn't that bad. I just don't know that everybody would want to see it.
Yeah. I still haven't gotten to see it. I wanted to see it.
Nope.
Yeah.
You can see it when it's on a video.
Whatever. Madison said, "Hey guys, I'm a new subscriber.
Welcome.
Welcome. Thanks for joining us." And she said, "I absolutely love shrimp." And she said, "How many kids do you guys have? Do you live on a farm like the Eddy family?" We have 2 girls, Abby and Izzy. Abby is 10 and Izzy is 6. Yes, we live on a farm. And we have a great we have a bunch of animals and we really enjoy our farm life.
Yeah. Loma says hit the like button.
Thank you.
Grilled bacon wrapped shrimp is so good. Oh, that does sound good.
Mm-hmm. I have to try that one.
Yeah. Maybe next week.
That'd be good. Gail said, "Hey guys, I've made it finally. I'm working at the hospital tonight and still praying for you, Kimberly. Thank you."
Thank you so much.
Neil said, "I love fish and chips from the chip shop near me with lots of tartar sauce."
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, that's the only way. I've got to have tartar sauce with fish. Fried fish like that. But like I said, it's still not my favorite thing, but tartar sauce makes everything better.
Yeah.
Let's see. It is delicious. Does not have any veins in the meat. It has red meat, but you can cut that out. No.
Candy said, "Hey, Kevin and Kimberly." Hey, Candy.
Hey, Candy, you're late. You're never late.
Cowboy Short said, "Sorry for the spam comment. Now they'll be a run on spam and I won't even be able to find any."
Yep, everybody's going to be sold out.
Let's see.
I wish this was in the same order as what you're
Yeah.
reading because it's harder to keep up
'Cause-
with.
There. Meg said, was telling one Scott, do them on a skewer. That's the best way, and sprinkles them with a little garlic and herb seasoning. Brandon's asked if they gave me the white stuff to knock me out, or did I see what they gave me? So whenever I was about to go back after they finally got my IV going, and had to do the extra blood draw that they had to do, which was not fun because my veins were a pain the entire hospital stay. That's the best way I know to say it because I've never had trouble with them putting in IVs, drawing blood, anything. And every time they would find it, they'd be like, oh, that's a good one. They would stick that IV in and it'd go away. So I still have bruises all over my arms. But they gave me something right before they wheeled me back because I started feeling floaty. Gave me something through the IV. And then when I got to the OR, the anesthesiologist put the mask over my face and said, this will help you go to sleep. And that's the last thing I heard before I woke back up. So that's all I know about it. Brooke said, just telling Dean, she said, listen, he replanted ones like it never happened.
Huh?
Their sweet potato deal.
Oh, yeah,
Or
I've got to get
farm
ours planted. We've got slips ready, but I haven't got them planted yet.
Well, had a little bit going on.
Okay, let's see. Did you read this part, the skewer thing from Meg? Oh, is it one Scott? Never mind. Oh wait, did you read this?
That's what I just finished reading.
See, now I'm doing like Brandon, not listening to you. Let's see.
Okay.
Trying to get caught back up because, like I said, it's in a different order on StreamYard than what it is on.
Yeah, that one's too. Let's see. Peggy said it sure was a funny video, Brooke. Connie said, Cowboy Short, your spam is safe. I'm in Virginia, and at 7, pretty sure you can outrun me.
Let's see.
Satin said, a funny experience. Puppies.
Let me just go make sure something's not out there.
Satin said, a funny experience of me coming out of anesthesia. And what I remember, the nurse was smacking my face and calling my name. Said to her, Miss, if you smack me one more time, I'm going to smack you back. Oh my goodness. Oh, Connie, 77, soon to be 78. Wow. That's awesome. Dean said, I'm never late. I'm never able to get to where I'm headed to.
What?
He said, it says, I'm never late. I'm never able to get to where I'm headed to.
Where are you at?
Down Dean's last comment at the bottom of the page. No, not Candy's.
Okay.
Candy said, I can eat seafood every day and catfish. I had to get my yard mowed. It's going to start raining here Saturday again. I think we're supposed to have a little bit. Well, we had them tonight, of course, but then I think tomorrow we're supposed to have some more.
Yes. I think the next several days, like, it showed chances of rain. I don't know how big the chances are, but Rainy Ridge. Hey, everyone. Y'all working tonight? Is this in this different order on you?
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Love shrimps.
Yeah. Madison
My
said I love.
image.
Oh.
I was in the middle of reading it.
Oh.
I love shrimp scallops and Alfredo pasta. My gallbladder out in October. They put the mask over my face too. Yeah.
Dean likes it when it's fresh from the sea.
So
That's when I
much
like
better.
it best too. But I mean, around here, you're out of luck.
Mm-hmm. Whenever we went on vacation when I was pregnant with Izzy, of course you can't have a whole lot of seafood whenever you're pregnant and everything. So I looked up exactly how much I could have, and we spaced our seafood days out.
Yes.
Like I had them planned and exactly which place I wanted to eat it from and everything because I wanted good seafood and I didn't want to be deprived.
Because we had to eat it like the first meal we got there so she could get the most meals spread out over the time. So, because like I said, took one for the team. But most of the seafood places have shrimp. Probably the worst experience I can ever imagine with seafood was in Hawaii. Because we'd never ordered like fresh tuna, but there was a place that had like tuna steaks, and so they cook them rare. So
ahi tuna.
Brought it out, cut it, and I was just like, no, this is disgusting. I couldn't eat it, so I was like, sent it back, and they cooked it well done, and then it was good. But I was just like, as soon as I cut into it and saw it was still like raw, I was like, there's no way.
Yeah. Rhett Bates said hello. Hello, sorry I'm late.
It's all right. I'm just getting started good.
Yep, catching up.
First 20 minutes is us trying to catch up, and now we're just trying to stay somewhat caught up. Medicine surgery was brutal. Hate that.
Yep.
Neil's mom had a vegetable patch. She grew some potatoes, no sweet potatoes, but there was a couple of cute looking ones.
Lover's headed to bed. More storms coming early in the morning.
Hopefully they won't be too bad for you.
Thanks for hopping on here with us.
Yeah.
And Cindy Lee said hello, Kevin and Kimberly. Please. Rainy Ridge said nope, just in the morning.
Me.
Bates said I was talking to my 82-year-old mother. I've done this every day for 2 years now after my dad passed. That's awesome. Jane was asking what the excuse was for being late. Carol said we've had several thunderstorms about every other day. Yeah, it's been a lot here, but thankfully it's not been so bad to where we can't work or well, not me work around it, obviously.
Where you at? Whose comment? Because I'm not.
Carol Larson.
Okay, I'm there now.
Yeah, you're there.
Yeah, because we there for a while it was like every day.
But it would be like only for 3 or 4 hours. Or it'd be like super early in the morning or something. So give it a little while and then it was fine. It just the worst part was the mugginess outside. So I couldn't spend very much time out there because my head would start bothering me. But let's see. Dean said that's good. I wish I could talk to mine. Yeah. Foley said that's the first time I've ever heard that. Pink Parasol said it's over 100 degrees here every day now in Palm Springs desert area of California.
We've had heat indexes over 100 for a few days, but like today was a cooler day. It was only in the 80s, but that's pretty uncommon for us in May. So I'm hoping that doesn't mean that summer is going to be just as bad. But I'm working on it.
Okay. Robert Matt Media is here. So good evening, Kevin and Kimberly. Hello, hello. Stephanie said, the only kind of seafood I like is the kind I see when it's going in my mouth. Not a seafood fan. It all depends on what it is for me. But thankfully, I never was much of a fried fish person. I'm more of a grilled or blackened or something like that. But like I said, has to be when I'm actually at the beach. So.
Oh, Kim was saying it was about the fish being for pregnant women.
Oh, yeah. The mercury levels in some types of fish. And mahi, I think, was on the list. I can't remember. That was 2017. So, but mahi is one of my favorites. And wherever we were vacationing, was it Destin that year?
Florida.
It was
Yeah.
Destin.
I don't remember, but
I seriously went through all the different restaurants that people had recommended and
that would have been
to find
2016.
look at the menu and see what they had, and that was my plan of attack.
Right.
So
no, 2017.
That was 2017 summer because I had her in September.
Was that Destin?
Yes, because we stayed at that one hotel where we couldn't see the ocean, but we had to walk just down a little path to get to it.
Okay.
But that part of the beach was really crowded.
Where was the one that this picture of Abby was taken?
The one with you standing on the balcony holding?
Yes.
That was Panama City Beach. That was in
the year before?
That was 15.
Okay.
Because,
yeah, that's when she was still scared of the ocean.
Yeah, because that was right after I'd had meningitis.
Okay. Yeah, the very first time we went to the ocean with Abby, she was terrified. Like the waves, like not even being in it, just the waves coming at you, she'd like be crawling, trying to get on top of your head. It was crazy. Now she loves it.
Yeah. Okay. Carol said my son got us into eating sushi.
Ugh.
It's the mental block for me of.
I don't even like the cooked sushi though.
I do some of it. It just depends on
like the different rolls. No.
I liked some of it, but
just don't like the taste of it. I would be willing to try it again, but it's been several years since I've ever tried it. But I've tried it a couple times, but I'm just not. I don't know. It's got to be a place where you can get it pretty cheap because I don't want to spend a lot of money for something and not be able to eat it.
Cindy asked how I'm feeling. I'm feeling a lot better. Got my staples out yesterday, and that took away a lot of the pain I was having for the last little bit before that because they were starting to bother me worse than anything else. Robert McMedia, hope I was doing well. I'm trying to get caught up, guys. Sorry. Cowboy Short said, I'm still in Hawaiian time. Nighty night.
Good night.
Good night. Satin loves sushi too. Bruce said, I guess that's a hello.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Oh, there's Lori.
Sup, homies?
She is up late.
She is. Feels special.
Yes. And to think if she'd have showed up on time, she wouldn't have had to stay up so late. All right, Lori, we forgive you. Isabel only likes canned tuna. I like canned tuna as well, but like I said, that fresh tuna when it was cooked well done was good.
One Scott said that tornado that started in Oklahoma, went through Arkansas, hit there in southeast Missouri.
Oh,
their little town got hit.
I hate to hear that.
Yeah.
I remember we were up that night watching the storms go through because Well, at one point there was like we was watching Ryan Hall, and there was like an area that they said there was like possibly four tornadoes in
Yeah.
that one little area, and they just kept. I was just like,
Mhm.
oh man. And then we saw pictures of the damage afterwards because that's the one that Salina. I think it was the same one that hit Salina.
Mhm.
If not, it was the
Yeah.
same night.
Same group of that cell.
Yes. Hopefully, it wasn't too bad on your
Yeah.
town.
That's awful. Stephanie said Lori's being a night owl tonight.
Yep.
And she agreed that she is tonight.
Yes. She knew we were on, and
Want to join the party?
yes. Evidently, we're worth staying up for.
Mm-hmm. Carol said,
How far back? Okay, we're only 5 minutes,
I would
but
love to visit Hawaii, but I'm not sure I would like the several-hour flight to get there.
it's okay. We flew American Airlines, and it was like disastrous
Yeah.
the whole way. Because first off, we had to fly to Dallas first, and there was options to go to like connect in Los Angeles, I think,
Mhm.
which would have made shorter flights. But we'd never been to that airport, and at that time, we weren't very experienced in
Yeah.
flying. Because was that your first time flying?
No. I'd been on a plane because I went as a kid.
Since
Since I was a
okay,
kid.
but yeah, since you were a kid, or did we go on another one that was?
I can't remember now.
I
I think
remember
it was our first.
Was Miami
flight for a while.
after that?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, because that was 2010. We went to Hawaii, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were married in 2009. Just went to Florida for a honeymoon, and then went on the big trip in August
Mhm.
of 2010.
Yep.
We went to Hawaii, and we flew into Honolulu, spent a few days there, and then flew over to Big Island and stayed a few days there.
Yeah. What's the Kona side?
Kona, yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because Hilo is pretty.
Hilo's the wet one. Okay, the rainforest side.
Hilo's the pretty side, and Kona's the
Okay.
bear side.
Yes. So we drove around, but the thing, you could drive around the whole island in a day because we did it.
Yeah.
And like we got to see the black sand beaches, and
it was really
took
cool.
a helicopter tour.
Mm-hmm.
Got to see lava pouring into the ocean because it just so happened the volcanoes were being active whenever
Went
we were there.
Luau.
Went to a luau, which was really neat. So that was a fun trip. We want to go back sometime, but
and the girls really
the girls want to, but they've been wanting to for years, and we wanted to make sure that they were old enough to actually remember it well because it's not very cheap to go to Hawaii.
It wasn't that bad. It wasn't as bad whenever we went. I mean, because the flights were not horrible at all.
No. Now, because we initially we're going to book the trip as like a 2-island trip, and doing it that way, it was going to be like $10,000, I think, for everything. And then I actually booked it separately and then used their little local airlines to fly between the islands, and it actually cut it in half.
Yeah.
And that was like all in, I think.
The flight out there was, I mean, other than the delays, it wasn't too bad. But then the flight back was an overnight flight, and I had some woman kicking the back of my seat and laughing in my ear when I had it reclined. And I finally had to turn around and nicely ask her to please stop kicking my seat.
Was it nicely?
It was nicely because I wasn't rude.
Okay.
I was very timid, and
yes, that's back when she was timid.
because I didn't even want to say anything, and he's like, "You need to say something," but it was a grown woman, and she kept kicking my seat. Like I was like, "How are you even doing this?" But
yeah, I'm just like, just go to sleep, people.
Yeah.
But the other thing is like what we flew out. We flew out at like 7.
Yeah.
That evening.
It was an 8-hour flight,
and then we were flying with time.
Mm-hmm.
So we were gaining hours. So it was.
So we were still on Hawaiian time.
Yes.
So, yeah.
And so it was dark the whole time, but awful.
Dean said, "I'm confused."
Losing time, not gaining time.
Yeah. Dean said, "I'm confused, Stephanie. Do you like seafood in your mouth, but you don't care for seafood?" Oh, Lori said, "But by the time they get to my comments, I'll probably be in bed."
No. Surely she's still on. Who knows?
Scott said, "Thank you, but no lives lost."
Good deal.
Thank goodness.
She said she likes almost any food but seafood. That's not true. Because what? You don't like hibachi, like Japanese. You don't like Italian. Pretty much you like Mexican food and American food. So.
There's Gillum Farms.
Oh, hey.
Said howdy, guys.
How are y'all?
He said he's just messing with Stephanie. Yeah, Dean's being on ready tonight.
Yep. Have to put him in timeout. Dean, you're going to have to go sit in the corner.
Gillum said, if you say cook, it's not sushi.
That's what I always thought too, but they still call it like, what is it, sushi rolls or whatever? And it's like cooked. It's like fried. But
yeah, like flash fried
it's
or
not,
something like that.
What is the sashimi or something like that?
I don't know. We don't eat it, so I don't have a clue. Let's see. Connie said, isn't sushi raw fish not happening?
Yeah, not a fan.
Lori said, somebody tell Kevin that if he was on time with the comments, he would have said hi to me 10 minutes ago.
But I'm not. Because Kimberly told a long story earlier and got us behind.
But was it really me that did that?
Yes, you were talking about the hospital.
Wow. One Scott said Ryan Hall too.
Yes. Stephanie, no, not as bad as Brandon.
Sometimes.
No, because he's so far behind that I can comment on something and I've already forgotten what I was commenting on by the time y'all get to it, and he doesn't have a clue either. So, not that bad.
Lori said she's just pushing the limits. And there's Simply Jan Homestead.
Hey, Jan, how are you?
Isabel said, yeah, and the smell of the restaurant.
Yeah, I do not like Red Lobster. It just stinks to go in there.
Mm-hmm.
And the only time I ever care to go to Red Lobster is whenever they have their endless shrimp. And I do like it then. But we haven't been in years. We was in Mississippi the last time we went.
Yeah, I don't remember.
When we stayed at that hotel south of Memphis.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever that town was. The only reason we went is because we had a gift card.
Mm-hmm.
That somebody gave us. Otherwise, we wouldn't have.
Yeah. It was good, though. We had good service at that place.
Yes, yeah. Excellent service. It was the lady there. She was awesome.
Because we've been to a few Red Lobsters over the years, and it just seemed like the quality and some of the service had gone down, and this one was on top of it. The food was good and the service was great, and made sure we told them that too.
Yes,
it was nice, and the place was really, really clean. Dean said, watch out, Stephanie's got the fly swatter. 3B was asking if Rainy Ridge had any damage after the storm.
And then there's Jackie from Australia. Said it's great to see you looking so well.
Thank you.
They're watching from Australia.
Yep. I'm feeling a lot better. And Rainy Ridge said they lucked out again.
Good deal. Yeah, that's one thing. After those storms went through, Nick had sent a text asking if we were good, and they'd all gone either north of us or south of us. Because that day, it was like all coming in, like right before it got to us, it split and then went back together after it got past us. So that was, we lucked out with those.
Stephanie said, I've always said that about Disney. Wanted to wait until the kids are old enough because we always knew we wanted 4 kids.
Yes. But where you messed up is if you'd have went before they were 3, they're free.
That is true.
Because I know that we made sure that we went before Izzy turned 3 the last time. We caught it right before her birthday just so that, well, no, it wasn't right before her birthday. It was that year, though.
Yeah.
Because we don't have to pay. But yes, Disney is great. very fun place.
Yes,
We
one
just
of our
all
favorites.
we just all need to save up and go.
Stephanie said back when she was timid, isn't she still? Nope.
Only in public.
And not all the time. It just depends. I'm just reserved sometimes. Jan said she loves Hawaii.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember a lot about it. Like a lot of stuff did. I do remember that we got the economy car and it was a PT Cruiser on both islands. I'm just like, are
that
you
was
kidding
awesome.
me?
That
We were
was
running around in a
awesome.
PT Cruiser. It was funny, but I'm just like, we should have upgraded.
Yeah.
Probably my favorite time was whenever we went to Miami. We flew down there. We were
Mhm.
supposed to have an economy car there, and they had a surplus of convertibles. They were like,
Yep.
do y'all care if we upgrade you to a convertible? And I was like, absolutely, you can.
Yeah. That
And
was
so
nice.
we had a convertible. It's the first time we'd ever been in a convertible, but I guess they just had way too many of them and not enough economy cars, so they put us in that. And
Since we didn't, when we had just the two of us at that time. So.
yes, yeah. Because I think that might have been the problem. Maybe they had too many families that were needing cars, and this was a 2-seater, pretty much. And I guess the back seat you could have shoved something small back there, but
it wasn't very
it was neat though because I'd never been in a convertible.
Stephanie said, "I like it that you know me so well." About the food stuff.
Oh yes.
And that she could eat Mexican all day, every day. Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, I got Mexican food last night. We actually, after got the staples out and stuff, we got to go eat at the Mexican restaurant, and I was very happy about that because I love Mexican too. Dean said, "Can I bring my recliner to the corner?"
Absolutely.
3B said it's got to be cooked for us to eat it.
Yes. Me too.
Okay, Carol said yes. Sashimi is the raw piece of fish on top of rice.
Okay, that's what I thought, but like I said, I don't eat it, so I wasn't sure.
Neil said, my issue with sushi is it's so expensive. In my opinion, if they want to charge that much, the least they can do is cook it.
Yeah.
Yep.
You can always get grocery store sushi.
Then you gotta worry.
Yep. Hey, they said that in Pryor was pretty good though. Remember at the expo? That's whenever Cassie told Nico about it, and
oh yeah.
he said it was good, and they eat sushi, but I don't. There's Susan.
Hey, Susan.
Hope you're doing well tonight.
Dean said, "Don't bother me when you can't remember. Makes me feel like I got company."
Rainy Ridge is headed to bed. Thanks for stopping in. Y'all have a good night.
3B said Red Lobster's actually closing, I heard.
That doesn't surprise me.
No.
A lot of stuff is closing.
It's crazy.
Constantly seeing stuff close. And if it's not closing completely, they're shutting down a lot of stores. Which I know a lot of it has to do with like online ordering and stuff, but like restaurants.
Yeah.
I guess
due to prices.
That is true because the
quality you get for the price you pay now.
Yeah, because yesterday is the first time that we've ate out. Well, since we were having to eat out for from the surgery, and it's just, I mean, it was all right, but for what
the Mexican food was pretty good.
Yeah, but for what you're paying, I'd rather just get something. You could buy really good stuff at the grocery store and cook at home and still be half the price.
Oh no, I'd still rather cook at home.
About ready to get a Blackstone, and then we can do hibachi here.
Yep. Tina said, "I'll be back." Phone call.
Alrighty. Because I love Chinese food, but since she has the gluten intolerance, she can't have it because most of the stuff has soy.
The soy sauce has wheat in it.
Yes. And so then it was that the girls both liked it, so we would have daddy-daughter days and go, but then Abby decided she didn't like it anymore. So now whenever it's both of us don't get to go. So I finally told Izzy, I was like, one day just the two of us are going to go and eat Chinese. But then Abby's like, well, what about me? And I was like, you don't like Chinese. And so we'll see.
Cindy said, "I like lobster and crab. I don't like any fish."
Lobster's okay to me. It's tasted. It's a little strong.
It depends on how it's cooked, really.
Whatever I had was not good.
Yeah, because if they cook it wrong, it gets really rubbery.
It was about like that time on our honeymoon. It was a restaurant in the
Oh,
Hilton that was supposed to be like the
yeah.
greatest restaurant ever. They was going to have
Like an
crab
expensive
legs,
buffet.
lobster. Yeah, it was like $50 a person, but it was our honeymoon, so we were like, we're gonna go here once, just try their what prime rib and all kinds.
Yeah,
And
they
it
had all
was
kinds of stuff.
get in there and like it was disgusting.
Hmm.
I was like, we wasted our money on this.
Yeah.
It was like it was all a lot of it was cold and it was just it
Yeah.
was not good at all. So
Mm.
we just pretty much.
Didn't eat much and then left.
I think we probably went through a drive-through or something after that, if I remember right.
Yeah, we did.
Because it was just, I was like, we just wasted a bunch of money,
After
but it was
spending over $100 on that
disgusting.
place.
But then we knew better not to do that
Mhm.
anymore.
Yep. Candy said our Red Lobster had to close because they couldn't get enough seafood.
Well,
Yeah. Rhett's confirmed that Red Lobster's going out of business.
okay.
Laura said, anyone want some M&Ms? Stephanie said, the worst service we ever had was a couple nights ago at Pizza Hut. We pulled up to the window. One person looked at us and went to the back. 10 minutes later, another person did the same. Wow.
Was it worse than at the hotel for breakfast that day?
And then finally someone came out about 20 minutes later. That is
Oh,
crazy.
see, y'all held in longer than I would have. I'd have been gone before then.
Yeah, you would have.
I give them a chance. I'm like, if they can't be here to at least talk to me within the first few minutes, that means that service is going to be bad the whole time. And I'm like, let's just go. Or the restaurant at the expo. Or the auction, I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was pretty wild.
Stephanie said she wants some M&Ms.
Me too.
She would have if they didn't already pay $50.
Oh, they've been giving me a refund.
She ordered in the app.
That's when you cancel that mess. That's the only thing that scares me about ordering in the apps where you have to pay ahead of time. Is because if you get there and the service is bad, you can't just leave. You're like, they got you trapped. That's probably why they do it.
Lori said she likes warming the M&Ms in the microwave.
What?
Can you just tell them M&Ms?
What did you just say, though?
She said she likes warming the M&Ms in the microwave.
Why?
I don't know.
Do we have any M&Ms?
Interesting.
Because I want to try that.
No, we don't, actually.
I just don't.
Because
I mean, I guess the shell would still be...
M&Ms are not safe here.
Yeah, I know.
They leave.
But I guess the shell would still be intact, so it's just like soft or warm chocolate in the middle.
And she said they knocked. And then Brandon looked at her and said, did you put my name on the order? And she got her pizza, and she did. Isabel said she loved Disneyland. Never been to Disneyland. Only World.
Who?
Isabel.
Where's that at? Okay, I'm caught up now.
Connie was saying Red Lobster closed 2 years ago there. There's Nancy said, hey, Grounds family.
Hey there. How are you?
Let's see, Lori doesn't do seafood at all either. Meg's Little House in the Country said, Stephanie, I hope the pizza was good. That was pretty poor customer service. Sounds terrible.
Mm-hmm.
And Lori said, or pond, lake, or river food. Dean said you can remember that far back from your honeymoon.
Bad experiences you can, yes. But I mean, it wasn't. I mean, I guess it was that long ago. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been
almost 15
it'll be
years.
15 years in December.
That's a long time.
Carol said we have about a dozen Chinese restaurants in our town.
Oh, see, Mexican restaurants are like that here.
That's, yeah.
I would love to have a Chinese place close that you could order from. There was one in the next town over that was like a food truck that was like hibachi stuff that you get, and it was always good.
Yes. I've heard not so good things here lately, though.
I know, but I mean, I'm just not going to drive 35 minutes.
No. Colton's go-to is Brahms. That's what Brooke said, but we hardly go out and eat. Yeah,
I like Brahms ice cream.
we don't go out and eat very often.
No. Now, whenever we lived closer to town, we would more.
Mm-hmm.
Especially whenever you were having to work the later hours.
Yeah.
But
When we
now
move
it's not
further
so bad.
out, it's
there's
a little
nothing good at. Well, I don't want to say nothing because I don't want to be like negative.
well, the one major restaurant closed apparently. So I just read that today.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying it was good because we never ate
Yeah,
there
we've never
because
ate
of
there, but-
stuff we'd heard. But there's nothing I really cared to spend that much money on here close, and I don't want to drive 35 minutes
Mm-hmm.
to pick up food.
Yeah.
So we usually just cook unless we're already out in town, and then we'll eat out. But even then, sometimes we'll just come home and eat because it's just not worth what it costs.
Carolyn said she's been thinking about getting a Blackstone too.
Yes.
Yeah, Laura, you got everybody wanting some M&Ms.
Yep.
Heard that in Canada too. I'm not sure which. Oh, maybe Red Lobster or something.
Probably.
We're so far behind. Brandon said, I've never experienced anything like the auction restaurant. That was crazy. Yeah. It was horrible.
I have not either.
Mm-mm.
And had we not been with a group of people, I wouldn't have waited near as long as what we did either.
Yeah.
I'd have been long gone by then.
Yeah. One Scott said they make a great little Blackstone now, perfect for a small family.
Yeah.
Because the one we
was
a small one.
Yeah. Well, the one we was looking at was like a camp one, but I want one with like the longer legs so you don't have to have something to sit on. Because that one you had to sit on the table.
Connie said Mexican restaurants are plentiful there too. Good thing I like Mexican.
Yep, me too.
We have our favorites though.
Yeah, because the one town we go, there was 4, now there's just 3, but we still are a favorite out of those because 2 of them are pretty good, but one of them has a little better service than the other, and then the prices are a little bit better. But like one of them, they put like chili powder or something in their salsa, and I just don't like that kind of salsa.
Diane said, I have a whole bag of M&Ms.
Wow.
Jan said, bowling alley diners have awesome food.
Interesting.
See, I've never been close enough to a bowling alley that actually had a diner in it. Isabel said she loves Chinese too.
Yes.
Carolyn was saying the small one's what she needs. Nancy says she warms her ice cream in the microwave. Lori said put them in the microwave for a minute.
I'm going to try that.
We are going to try that.
If the chocolate burns my mouth, I'm not going to be happy with you.
Brooke said to Stephanie that Colton said, how do you order in the app? So she was explaining that to him.
He's got to get up with the times. That's the easiest way to, like, for Wendy's, that's the only way I order. For one, as long as you go inside and pick it up. If you do the drive-through, they actually will not start preparing it until you check in at the drive-through. So it saves you no time unless you have people with complicated orders and you just want to type it in and not have to explain all that over the speaker. But
yeah,
I always just set it to go inside to pick it up because then as soon as you submit the order, they start preparing it. So by the time you get there, you can just pick it up and go. So that's what I do that. Plus, a lot of the apps offers deals and coupons that you can't use. I guess you could use them in stores, but you still have to go to the app to get them. And so that's the way I go. Plus, you get points.
Yep.
And then you get free stuff.
Stephanie said she wants some gummy worms.
Send Brandon to the store.
Sounds good, actually.
I'm not going to the store.
I didn't say you were going
I know,
to.
but you just said that sounded good. But
it does sound good, but Carol said my father-in-law used to put Twinkies in the freezer.
Never heard of that.
Lori asked if Stephanie wanted microwave gummy worms. And she said that's gross and slimy. Susan said, Stephanie, you're making me want some junk food. And Isabel said she loves the gummy worms. Jan said apple gummies are so good.
Oh, well, the girls like those little peach ring things.
Mm-hmm. See, I could never get to where I like those.
They're okay. I'm just not. I don't like gummy stuff
I
very
do.
well.
I wasn't a fan of those. And Isabel said not microwaved either.
Yeah.
Neil said I went to an expensive Chinese restaurant with a friend. One of the dishes we ordered was chicken balls. Okay.
Interesting.
Interesting. Jan said the best restaurant around here is 30 minutes away.
It takes us about 35 to get to the good ones.
Yep.
Oh, decent ones.
Decent, yeah.
The really good ones are about 45 minutes away.
Mm-hmm. Now, my favorite Mexican restaurant would be about 35 minutes away.
I thought you liked that new one we went to in the old part.
Oh, yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was replaced. He took me to one. So, how long have we been married? Almost 15 years. And even though we didn't live here the whole time, I mean, his parents live here, so we were up here a lot. But then one day we were going to the bigger town that's near us, and he was like, I was saying I wanted some Mexican food. He was like, okay. He's like, what do you want to try a different place? And I was like, sure. And I'm thinking it's like this new restaurant or something. He's like, oh yeah, I used to go here a lot. And I'm like, really? Because I've never heard of this place.
And the reason is because it was on the side of town we were going, and the one we normally eat at, it wasn't open yet, but if we kept driving, the other one was going to be open by the time we got over there. And that's the reason we didn't. That's the reason we picked that one.
But he said since we're never over there, he didn't think about it. But I was just like, you've been holding out on me because it was a really, really good Mexican restaurant.
Well, the only reason I really thought about it is because the girls wanted to go to Larry's Pizza that time.
Yeah.
And it's right around the corner.
And so it was like that week before or something.
Yeah,
so
I drove by it and saw it.
Yeah.
Because I had forgotten about it.
Susan said all the Chinese food places where I live should shut down. They're all bad.
It's not good.
It was funny. Diane said just bought 3 quarts of ice cream for $5 of Edie's. Lori said, I'm sleepy now, so I'm going to bed. Good night, people. Said, darn that auction restaurant. Yeah, that was.
Yep. Maybe in October it'll be better.
Mm-hmm. Isabel, Disneyland is in California? Yes.
Yeah. We always go to Florida because
It's
California
closer.
we'd have to fly. Florida, flying is nice, but we can still drive it because we've driven it a lot.
Yeah.
But it's like about 17 hours for us if you
Mhm.
count stops and everything.
Yep.
So generally when we go down, we'll break it up into 2 days. On the trip down, stop. Try to get as far as we can, and we'll stop and rest and drive the rest of the way in. But then, like, coming back, if I can get everybody to fall asleep while I'm driving, we'll be home before I'll just keep going.
That's the truth.
Because if they'll fall asleep, we don't have to stop, or we just have to stop for gas. I think we can probably do it in about 15 hours, maybe, if we don't hit traffic. The worst thing we ever did was one time, I didn't think about it, and I should know the busiest time there's traffic. We came back on the Friday after Thanksgiving.
That was
It took us like 2 hours
to
get out of town, which should have taken like 15 minutes.
And then we got stuck on that one road.
But we were all the way up until we hit Atlanta. We were still seeing, because it'd gotten dark by then. But like our headlights hit, and you could still see people like the Disney balloons and stuff. And so it's finally when we split off at Atlanta that we got rid of because everybody's going to we're all, I guess, coming from Disney World. And so we finally split off from them in Atlanta. But I mean, it was just
Mhm.
crazy. But I was like, I should have known that
Mhm.
this was the worst. I mean, we'd been better off just staying an extra day and driving back then. But I was just like, I should have known, or we should have left like in the middle of the
Mhm.
night.
Oh, Stephanie said she was going to head off to bed also. Her head was killing her.
All right, good night.
Hope your head feels better.
Yes, headaches are the worst.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
Oh, there's Cassie.
Hey, Cassie.
Did I get to say hello before she said anything bad about me being behind?
I don't know yet.
Probably not.
Money Pit Homesteads. I've had fun tonight. Need to get to bed. Have a wonderful evening, everyone.
All right, y'all too. Thanks
Yeah.
for stopping in.
Jackie
okay.
said lots of businesses closing also here in Australia, including large building firms.
Terrible.
Yeah. Peg asked, how are the goats doing with clearing the peacock pen?
Pretty good.
It's, yeah.
Looking really
It's
good,
looking
actually.
really, really good. We'll be doing an update very soon on that. Satin said, long day tomorrow, guys, so I'm saying good night. Kimberly, I'm so happy to see you doing well. I know you would. God is good. God bless everyone. Good night.
Have a good night.
And thank you.
Cassie said she gets Aaron, and Stephanie, and Lori go to bed. And there's just going to be too much excitement for them.
Let's see. Cassie, we knew you were coming. Nick said, Cassie, what in the world are you doing awake?
It's summer. She's on summer break. She can stay up later now.
Yeah. Connie said, there's positively no way I'm eating anything that contains the word worms. Oh, Brooke said, y'all don't realize how old-fashioned he is. He's like a 70-year-old in a 20-year-old's body.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No.
Definitely not.
Reba asked if you ever ate at the Mexican Chiquita at North Little Rock. But the cheese dip was to die for.
No, I've not.
And we never went to North Little Rock. So.
Mm-mm.
Or very rarely.
You may have to try that.
Cassie said, I have so many McDonald's points I can eat free for weeks.
Whenever I was working in Little Rock, I had a lot of points that I did that with because it was right close by. But this McDonald's is not
the same
my
parking
favorite.
lot, basically. So.
I would rather have Wendy's over McDonald's any day.
Yeah, and I can't eat McDonald's because there's like nothing I can eat there. Let's see.
I'm glad you said but then you saw the live instead of saying that you got on here because you were looking for a video to go to sleep with.
Let's see.
Jan said their favorite restaurants are an hour away.
Yeah.
Oh, Susan said she has to go 2 hours for good Chinese.
Oh, wow.
Nick was on the same wavelength as me. Just too far behind.
Red Bait said Stephanie made him so hungry. I'm eating a chocolate Pop-Tart now.
Sounds pretty good.
Zoe's focused on Brandon's new mower right now.
That new mower looked pretty neat. But I think they said it was a 1/4 acre in 24 hours. So by the time it got done with all of ours, it'd be time to start over again.
Fast as it's growing lately with all the rain.
But if you were in town or had a small yard, I mean, that would be great.
Looks like it would be great, yeah.
I mean, I don't. If you were in town, I guess it wouldn't have to even be a small yard.
But I guess if you can program it, then maybe you could program it for different parts each day or something. I don't know. Cassie got the record straight. And then,
No, this.
Oh, your favorite Mexican, the sticker for
Yeah.
streams. The restaurant. Yeah, Cassie.
You missed it. We've already been talking about them. Never again. No, I was like, maybe they'll be better.
Yeah.
Hoping they were just having a bad time.
Mm.
Because I know last time it was handy having it there.
Good night, Jan.
Yep, thanks for
I'm
stopping
glad
in.
you jumped on. We're about caught up. We're almost
Good.
there. Mark Nelson said, subscribe and share, everyone. Yes,
Appreciate
thank
it.
you. Cassie said their shareables on the app are just too good of a deal when you need to feed 6 people on the go. Yes, I'd rather pick another option.
Yeah, so that's what we were talking about on the apps. Is that's a lot of the apps have deals.
Yeah.
For doing that. So even if you're just going there, it's better to look through the app because you can generally get it cheaper that way.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get the points on top of that. Oh, Tina's back.
Tina's back. Cassie said I'd eat it tomorrow just because I love food. You got to be pretty bad to make me not come back. Jacob was asking how the new edition was doing for Walker Farm. Fan. Okay, so we're
finally caught up.
Finally caught up. Wow.
Okay.
So yeah, in the last week, well, yesterday I had the staples out.
Yes.
Immediately felt a lot better. Because, like I said, I wasn't sleeping well before that because they were, just I could feel them, every one of them at that point. Oh,
before that,
good night, Susan. She said, off for the night. Her eyes are starting to hurt. Guess I should get the new glasses soon. It's been 2 years.
Oh, yep, it's about that time.
I just didn't want to get behind, not tell her good night.
But no, because it started off yesterday morning.
Mm-hmm.
I get up. She's like, I went down the rabbit hole. I was like, what are you talking about? She goes, homeschool curriculum. So when she woke up at whatever, was it 5 something?
5 o'clock.
Yeah, 5 o'clock she woke up.
Oh, wait, no. It was before 5. It was before 5.
And then so she's been doing all this research and she found this place in Little Rock.
So there's been a used homeschool curriculum bookstore in Little Rock for years. Last year I saw that they were saying that they were selling. So, and I hadn't really paid attention, so I figured they'd closed, like, a lot of things had. But I was doing a bunch of research, and turns out this place was open. And I was looking up different curriculums and everything because I'm changing a few things up on some of our curriculum for this next year. Just because I think to work with the girls, well, mostly because Izzy's we're going to keep the same. We're doing a Becca across the board for Izzy. Abby, I'm changing up a couple of things to suit her learning style a little bit better. And I found this place, and they had a ton of used Abeka. And they also had, after talking to Abby, showing her the books, to talking to Kevin, we're switching Abby to Saxon Math for this coming year, which is a really, really good math program. But they had some, not necessarily on grade level, but to where I could at least let her look at it in person, kind of compare it to what she learned last year, see, what she thought about the book itself and the explanations of everything. It's just a little less busy than the Abeka. The Abeka is gorgeous. I love the illustrations, and the explanations were, good for me or for someone, someone who understands math like super easy. But she sometimes would get kind of hung up in the way they explained it. But she really liked the way this other book looked. But I got to looking at all the stuff, and I started making lists, going back and forth between Abeka and this used bookstore. And I found a lot of Abby's curriculum for super, super deep discounts. And had been talking to Abby, and she decided she didn't want to do the video lessons this year, which I only toward the end of the year, I mean, we were maybe using a quarter of the videos, which to me seems silly to pay for the videos if
Yeah,
we're not even going to use them.
'cause they're expensive.
And so we decided to not go that route. So I was like, hey, this is, when he woke up, of course, I'm all excited and everything because I've been up for 3 hours at that point. And I was like, hey, I found this place and they've got all this curriculum and I can get her curriculum for so much cheaper, for at least $200 cheaper than what we were, originally looking at. And he was like, what are you talking about? So I explained all that and everything, but it was really cool. And we actually, after I got my staples out, since I was feeling decent, we drove over there. Of course, I mean, I couldn't lift all the books, so he was having to carry them all around for me and everything. But yeah, we decided to do that, and I got a lot of her stuff, and then I think I found some other private sellers selling some of the rest of it, so that we're able to get discounted stuff on that. Now Izzy wants to go back with video lessons this next year for the Abeka, so
it's easier and cheaper just to
Yes.
buy that as a whole set rather than trying to
Yeah.
piece together and buy the videos
yeah,
separately.
because it would, to get the additions that work with the video, the current videos and all that, I mean, that's just too much of a headache and just almost not possible to get everything exactly right, as much as they update the additions.
Yep.
But I felt really, really good about saving money.
Yes. And before I forget, y'all can all see, y'all heard it here first. Walker Farm Fam added bees. So make sure y'all spread that around. That they have a bee edition.
Isabel says she didn't mind McDonald's. Trying to catch back up.
Yeah, it's okay sometimes.
Candy,
Uh-oh.
I don't eat out.
That's
What
not
do I do?
good.
I get sick. So glad you got the staples out. You're still in my prayers. Thank you, Candy. Sometimes she loves their fries with chicken sauce.
I like their fries okay.
Okay, Cassie said our 7th through 12th uses Bob Jones. K3 through 6th, Abeka. I'm a PE teacher. I haven't looked at it, haha, but they like Bob Jones for the older kids for some reason. I remember growing up, we used some Bob Jones, mainly for history and stuff.
Good night, Cindy.
But yeah, because I actually saw, it was funny because I was looking through, they had all the stuff arranged by the different subject and then by the different brand within that subject. But they had one whole wall that was stuff that they hadn't put out yet it wasn't even marked with prices, but I mean, they had such good deals. It was wonderful. But I was just flipping through everything because it wasn't really arranged, and I found one of the same textbooks that I used back in high school, and I was like, whoa, that's old.
Yeah.
But it was a Bob Jones book. She's heard good things about sax and math.
Yep.
That's what we used. Actually, we switched over. I want to say that I switched over in 5th grade also. I don't understand how we have a 5th grader. Let's just be real.
Yeah. On the videos, if somebody bought the DVDs, you might be able to, but generally it's streaming.
Yeah.
And so you're pretty much paying in the fee you pay for the year. You get the books forever, but then the videos, you have access to them for a year.
Mm-hmm.
And so I doubt you'd be able to find it for that edition, somebody that had the DVDs. Because generally, if somebody is buying the DVDs, it's so they can keep them if they have more kids that are going to be going through it.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's supposed to be a smiley face.
Brooke asked if we'll do co-op meetups. I'm hoping to find someone around here close by once our son gets of age so he can play with other kids that are homeschooled. Right now we don't. The girls are in they play soccer and they're in 4-H and such. But the only issue we have with that is that when I'm not down with surgery, I do work part-time, and like my hours vary a lot during the day, but they're always at times whenever stuff is going on. I work some afternoons, like Monday and Wednesday. Mondays I work afternoons. Usually off Wednesdays. Tuesday and Thursday, though, I work all day, and then Fridays I work 8 a.m. until like 1. We just work. We
Yeah.
work till we're done. Last patients are around. They finish around noon or 12:30, but then I have paperwork and stuff too. So it just, and I mean, if somebody's off or something, I fill in extra.
Yeah.
So
pretty much their co-op meetups outside of soccer are
Yeah.
with private and public school kids when they see the Walkers
Yep.
and the Eddies.
Yep.
So that's their meetups.
Yeah. And of course they have church and all that too. So, but yeah, we don't, and we have some other homeschoolers that live near us.
Good night, Connie.
We just don't get to hang around with a lot of people, other people that are most of the time, just because of work schedules. But they prefer being at home anyway. So.
Oh, me.
Need somebody to talk to you about curriculums after our last few lives. People are questioning my desire for homeschooling.
Just have a class on Zoeisms.
Yes.
Make that part of the curriculum.
Hey, the great thing about homeschool, if you get the right curriculum, then even if you don't know something, it doesn't really matter. Because, I mean, you can learn it with them. Because there's things that I don't always remember from, like, parts of history that, I mean, you learn it, but then, I mean, I'm not going to remember every single one of the dates from some of the, minor wars or wars in Europe or stuff going on or whatever. And, whatever. That, but, Abby will be like, did you know that blah, 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 blah happened? And I'm like, yeah, I did learn that, but.
She did know that Canada was a country. Were you here for that? Yes.
Yes. Yeah,
yeah.
You told me about it.
No, it was on. You were here.
I was doing something, though.
I don't know.
I was doing something.
But no, just have somebody come in for geography and civics, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I will say that geography was not my favorite in school.
But no, that's one thing with the Abeka
Mm-hmm.
that we like is because like the videos, it's like a teacher actually with a classroom of students teaching. I mean, it's all pre-recorded,
Mm-hmm.
but it goes over the lessons and stuff, and then they have the workbooks to go along with it. So that's why you have to make sure you have the right editions if you're using the videos, because they're going like they'll give the page numbers and all that stuff. And
Mm-hmm.
with Abeka, like you put in your start date and they'll give you a calendar by date of where you should be.
Mm-hmm.
And so it keeps you on task, which, like I said, we didn't take a lot of the breaks that they had built in. And so we got done about a month early.
Yep.
But we got through all the lessons.
So my son, he ended up graduating and going to the Army for a 4-year term, and he's 42 now. It's awesome.
Oh, good night, Isabel.
The Rangers were in Canada.
So he can just be the lunch lady. That's funny. Oh, good night, Meg.
Good night. Yeah, he said something like that in English.
Oh, me. That's funny. Canada has Texas Rangers. Yep. That's where they're at.
Hey, just because, I mean, Mounties, Rangers,
Nothing alike.
I'm gonna go make it a little cooler in here. It's a little warm.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the other thing that happened. AC.
Oh, yeah.
Been so hot last week.
Yes. So were we talking about that on here? I
So
don't know if you say anything or not.
I don't know if I said anything last week or not, but while we were doing the live, we were like, man, it is so warm in here. It just feels so warm. And didn't know what was going on. And then the very next day, or no.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the next day.
Mm-hmm.
We realized our AC wasn't cooling right.
Yeah, because it started in the middle of the day. It was getting like really warm, and I looked like the whole thing's like froze up.
Yeah.
And so I get it thawed out and looked, and it was like either it's poor airflow or low on coolant or refrigerant. And so called. Person we normally use was going to be. This was on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
It was going to be the next Wednesday,
Yeah.
yesterday, before he could make it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, oh no. So,
and me getting hot, the back of my head was swelling.
if we were
So
gone and not home all the time, it might have been okay. But
yeah.
So we thought it out, and it would cool okay at night, but in the daytime it couldn't do anything hardly. And so, luckily, one of our neighbors down the road, he does HVAC work, and so we called him, and he came over
quicker than he thought he was going to get here.
Yeah, it was on Monday morning. I mean, we still had a couple days.
Yep.
But it's still 2 days sooner, so he got us taken care of.
Yeah. It was, and it's working right now.
Yes. But, I mean, the system's 9 years old, and
yeah.
I mean, this is the first time it's needed refrigerant. So, I mean, they said it could have, I mean, a small leak somewhere or something. He didn't do like a leak test or anything on it because he didn't have the stuff to do that with him that day. But he recharged it and said that if it starts messing up again, he can put the leak stuff on it, figure out where the leak is, and fix it. But he told us where it would probably be if there was going to be one. But he said it could have been just a thing where over time. So he said it might be a real slow leak, or he said if it's a fast one, then we may have to replace that part. But
yeah,
just glad that he was able to get out here and get that done and get things where it's working again, because I do not like to be hot in the house.
Yep. Yeah, thankfully it was just a recharge.
Yep. Yeah, because after he did that, like I said, it's been working great ever since.
You know, Cassie had said people get nervous on video, and she was just nervous about the Rangers. And Zoe said, but it doesn't just happen on videos. Tina says she loves Zoeisms. And Nick said not the time of year to lose AC, but better than August, I guess.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the fact that it was on a weekend, a holiday weekend. That's the worst part. All right, Cassie, good night. Thanks for stopping in. We're not staying on much longer anyhow.
Yeah.
So I think we'd be on this late.
Yeah, and we're really thankful that I'm glad that I'd seen the post from our neighbor's wife about him taking some HVAC residential clients, because
he works for a company and they do commercial stuff, but he does his own residential. Yes, it is, Nick. It's usually either after hours or on a weekend.
And I told him, I was like, I wish I'd thought to check the temperature of the air coming out of the vent whenever we were feeling warm that evening, because that could have, if we'd have thought and called somebody Friday morning, then
it's possible
could have got it before the weekend, but
quicker, but it didn't happen.
It is what it is, and it was okay, and we made it. We didn't melt.
Nope.
Yeah, it was. So, anything else happened over the last week?
No, because we talked about picking the boysenberries. We made jelly.
Mm-hmm. You did.
I think that was
And
about it.
I've been going very stir crazy already.
Yeah. She is. Me too.
Good night, Nancy. Yeah, Brooke and Colton said Colton's yawning, so better head to bed. Good night, y'all. Glad you're doing better.
Yeah,
Really,
like I said,
thank you.
we're fixing to head that way because I think we're
Mhm.
caught up. We got everything, pretty much all the big stuff touched on.
Yep. Yeah, because
Anything else can hold till next week. Oh, one thing.
Yeah.
June is the month that we have to change nights.
Mhm.
So most likely it will be Tuesday night as long
For
as there's
our
no conflict.
next few lives, because unless something changes with his schedule or something like that,
Yeah. So, but I will post it early where people see it coming. But
yeah. But since he does go back to work next week,
yes. Candy, the pigs are doing good. They're getting super friendly.
Abby was playing with them this afternoon.
Yeah, as soon as the girls start going out there, they come running up to the side of the pen. So,
yep,
they're happy to see them.
Yep.
Now they
which
just
is
gotta
good.
work on training them and
Yeah.
get them to grow.
Yeah, I think I think that's one thing that they were going to start talking about in their 4-H meeting soon.
Yes.
So was how to work on that.
Yep. But I think we're gonna call it a night, and we'll catch y'all next week. Like I said, most likely it'll be on Tuesday, but we'll post early to let y'all know for sure.
Yep.
All right. Thanks y'all for stopping in, and we'll see y'all next week.
Good night, guys.
Good night.